My mum was a really vibrant, energetic Irish woman, very proud of her Irish roots and loved a party, loved her family passionately. She decided to have a little party and I went down to help her. There was bits of food that were out of date, there was rather sort of random notes all over the place where she was obviously trying to remember things. And I tried to get her to go and see her doctor. The doctor said she's fine. So I kept kind of digging, and then they came back saying that there was some cognitive decline. Luckily, she just realised that she wanted to live closer to us. We'd have a conversation, we'd even go and see a house that was near me, and then the next time I see her, she'd forgotten completely about it. And I just thought, I'm out of my depth here, I don't know how to manage this. And I got in touch with Dementia UK and spoke to an Admiral Nurse. They were so brilliant, just sort of helping me to sort of manage that situation. I naively assumed that she'd come to live with us and she would start some sort of independent life. But then increasingly, the periods when she was alone, she was getting more and more anxious and less able to cope and doing slightly strange things in the kitchen that could have been a little bit dangerous. My mum always would say to me, don't ever put me in a home, I never want to go into a home. So it's really hard because you feel like you just need to keep going, but actually it was making me quite ill as well. By that time I'd begun to be aware that there were some homes that had Admiral Nurses attached to them, so obviously I'd had so much support from Dementia UK and the Admiral Nurses that I just thought, gosh, well if I can find one that's got an Admiral Nurse, that would be amazing. I looked into Hampshire and there was a home there that had a lovely Admiral Nurse, and I went to see her and she sort of listened to my story and was really empathetic, and I remember her phoning me after she'd been to see my mum and saying, I think we can help her. Sadly, after she moved into the home, she had a stroke and she lost a bit of mobility down one side, and so you could see she was beginning to deteriorate then. And Linda, the Admiral Nurse there, was so good at being able to calm her and reassure her and just take the time to talk to her. The night and the morning that my mum actually passed away, Linda sat down next to me and just talked to me about my mum. I did feel like I was sitting next to a supportive friend. There are lots of really, really happy memories of my mum at Christmas, always with the party hat on, wanting to be in the middle of everything. I always think of her whenever I pop the cork on a bottle of champagne, because she would always go, "Ooh, best sound in the world." I was really lucky to have an Admiral Nurse helping me to look after my mum when she had dementia. But I recognise that a lot of people don't have that support and there just aren't enough Admiral Nurses. We need more of them, which is why I'm remembering a star this Christmas and supporting Dementia UK in their campaign. I hope that you will too.